修为医师。槟城州首席部长亚马国后曼赵冠友，槟城州立法议会议长高级拿督李凯致词，升旗山区国会议员YB王伟汉医师，王汉伟，槟城三区及因协会会长拿督司理许平忠，滨州附中教育基金会主席拿督张少立，槟城州立美术馆主席准拿督李凯致词，各位拿督司理、拿丁司理、拿丁，各位伟大的画家、媒体记者朋友们，大家下午好。我姓罗，名贵荣，是今天的司仪。首先，我要感谢大家多有出席百年墨踪新书推荐与赞助赠书仪式，由宾市报主办，城市报主办。新书作者梅德顺博士，中国东南大学艺术学博士后，现任新纪元大学学院硕博导师暨中国福建幼儿师范高等专科学校特聘教授，一心钻研于美术史、美术教育、美学、文化艺术、口述史等，并致力推广大马本地艺术。百年墨踪是梅德顺走遍全国大城小镇进行访问和轨迹珍贵文献费时10年的研究者作。此书记录了19世纪在马来西亚各地的水墨画艺术家共150位人物案例研究，以及204部优秀水墨画绘画作品鉴赏。在20世纪水墨画发展和沿革历史的研究中，梅德顺通过口述访问、一手文献资料和珍贵照片，还原马来西亚各地区域不同的水墨画样貌。百年墨踪是一本值得收藏的好书。接下来，我们有请滨州州立美术馆主席准拿督李凯致词致辞。
Thank you, Master Sir. Betul berikutnya, betul suri kontengkong, YB Muhammad, YB Terlain, betul Camsholi, betul datin distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you. The art community in Penang is blessed. We are blessed with a chief minister who supports the arts with his words and actions. We are blessed with a speaker of the state legislature who is an art lover and also an art supporter. So much so that today, at the launch of Dr. Paul Boy's book on Malaysian Oriental Art History,百年墨踪, translated Ink Through the Century, it's privileged to be held at the site of this august institution, the State Legislature of Penang. I would represent the art community to thank both the Right Honourable Chief Minister YB Chokanyao and YB Dato' Dr. Chukiang for their support of the arts. The launch of an art history book may well be commonplace in the West, but it is not so in Malaysia. In Malaysia, it is far and few in between. Insofar as I'm aware, this is about the third book on the Malaysian Oriental art history ever published, and it is by far the most comprehensive and the most thorough, the most scholarly book on Oriental art history in our country. Over 800 pages thick, covering 5 generations of artists stretched over a century. It chronicles the development of Oriental art on this land and recorded the contribution of 150 artists to this art form. Oriental art, whether painting or calligraphy, has a long history going back a millennium. When it landed in this part of the world, it took root and it flourished, developing a unique local character. That is why it is very important for this part of our culture and heritage to be researched and to be recorded for posterity. Our vibrant history of art, if not told by art historian like Dr. Paul Boyd, would have been lost in the sands of time. Western art is so looked up upon, so valuable in the eye of the world, because the West talk incessantly about their art. They write incessantly about their art. It is my hope that one day, instead of one person like Dr. Paul Boyd writing about 150 artists, we have 150 writers writing and researching on one artist. Then our art will really flourish. I actually took notice and have been concerned about the fact that the two very important and inseparable part of the art industry of our country, the Western art tradition and the Oriental art tradition, seem to be running on two parallel worlds that seldom intersect. They seem to be two alternate universes. And it is my hope that Dr. Paul Boyd's scholarly work will soon be translated into English. Not only will that make his research and writing more accessible to the world, it will also go a long way to promote this precious portion of our national art heritage to our non-Chinese speaking compatriots. I congratulate Dr. Paul Boyd for this scholarly pioneering work. He has a doctorate in art history, but he is no scholar hiding in his ivory tower. He's down to earth and he gets his hands dirty. It has taken him more than 20 years to ply the country, both East and West Malaysia, to visit artists, to interview them, to record their oral history, and to amass a wealth of materials from them. He has plowed through and sieved through tons of printed materials, including magazines and news archives, to gather precious historical data. Today, we witness the culmination of that untiring and unceasing effort of Dr. Paul Boyd. Let's give him a round of applause. I really thank God and I'm grateful for Dr. Paul Boyd's contribution to our nation's art development. And let us support his industrial effort by buying and promoting this book. And I'm very glad to hear that this first edition printing was 150,005. And I'm told that the pre-ordering has been so good that they are considering a second print soon. Alright? Those who collect book, you know you want to buy the first edition and get the author to sign it. Okay? And it is my fervent hope that this milestone in our art history will inspire more scholars and writers to write about our art, which is truly diverse and fascinating. We need to nurture more art professionals. Our nation is blessed with many talented artists, but we also need many other art professionals so that our art ecosystem and our creative industry can be truly called an industry. Right? We need 100 more Dr. Paul Boyd. We need more art curators, art writers, art historians, art scholars, art critics, art restorers, art appraisers, art photographers. We need to make people like Li Kai redundant. Kepochi like me should not have a place. We need art professionals to do their job. We need our art industry to be able to support career of such art professionals that we like. Again, we thank our state government for leading the way and for developing the creative industry in a very practical way. We look forward to the Penang Art District project coming to fruition on the McCallum Street 9-acre land, as the Penang Art District will provide a tremendous platform for all that I've mentioned about the art industry so that it will flourish. So let Penang lead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Li Kai, for your speech and encouragement. 接下来我们有请滨州议长高级拿督刘子健致辞。